And welcome back to the Rugby Connection podcast by the fans for the fans. Now, obviously, this weekend we had a bumper pack of rugby action, but I will introduce my two co-hosts while I'm here. We have Murray and we have Cam. Hello, gents. How are you both?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm the same. Can't complain. Shit ton of rugby, like you kind of briefly said, and yeah, let's just dive straight in.
If we're going to dive straight in, let's go into the Premiership. In that case,
Okay.
I'm an English person. Anyway, so Friday night we had Sale Sharks 37, London Irish 14.
Meh.
The three games on Saturday were Saracens 37, Bath 31, Northampton 32, Falcons 31.
Some game, and
That was a clutch one.
that boy again.
Incredible.
Mateo Carreras.
Gloucester 31, Bristol 28.
Yes.
And Harlequins 19, Leicester Tigers 27.
Boo.
Oh.
Also, and Exeter played Bristol for reasons. It wasn't Premiership. It was just.
It was a friendly. It was a friendly.
It was.
Obviously, we'll briefly just touch upon it. Obviously, we know obviously the news of Worcester, how they've gone basically under the ground. Wasps have done the same this week. So we're now down to an 11-team league.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember, but basically about a year ago, Premiership Rugby set out this strategic plan to have 14 teams in the league, and now they're down to 11. So it's worked out for them very well.
Just to confirm, it is 14, not like the person that really wanted an argument with me during the week on social media. Bloody hell.
Rob Baxter wanted 10. But anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, so obviously it's gone a bit underground, and it's a massive shame because obviously we don't want to see the Premiership in like this. It's probably in its worst state it's ever been.
In the professional era, yeah, 100%.
Well, in the professional era, 100%. And we're down 2 teams already this year, and there's countless words you could say, but the one I'm going to say is just disappointing. I mean, the Prem is supposed to establish itself as one of the best domestic leagues in the world. It is, however, financially, we're still lacking. Wasps are in the ground. It's a massive shame, but here we are. Anyway, let's focus on the rest of the Prem in that case.
Yeah, let's on the positive points.
Any games we want to talk about? Let's go with the 1-pointer. Northampton versus Newcastle.
So good.
A nail biter.
Absolutely incredible.
I kind of mentioned them just when you were running through the scores, but Mateo Carreras, coast to coast, beautiful try, beautiful man.
It's just that Argentinian flair, isn't it? You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
You can't stop them right now. I mean,
he's having a really good season. He's overperforming.
I mean, if we're going to talk, obviously there was a lot of talk in the week about if the Premiership's the best league in the world. Do you think it's the closest league in the world? Is one thing.
I'm going to say yes, because we've had a lot of games where we've predicted larger margins and it's ended up being like 1-score games, and it's pretty much every episode we're talking about 1-score games with the Prem.
That's fair.
No, of course. I mean, out of the 4 games this weekend, only one of them was larger than 1 score. And
nice high-scoring games. We're not talking about a few piddly points. Like,
actually, unfortunately, it was 2 games that was larger than 1 score, and one of them was the Harlequins game. So I'm thoroughly disappointed.
No, but yeah, we have had some nice high-scoring games, exciting stuff in the Prem. I'm enjoying it.
No, I would too. Obviously, Northampton just about got over the line against Newcastle.
Great pick,
Let's talk about today's game. Harlequins Leicester. Obviously, last year's champions versus the season before champions. It was going to be an incredible fixture anyway.
Yeah.
However, Leicester kind of ran away with it in the early stages.
Yeah, they had a much better
That's
start.
what you want. That's what you want in a Quins game, because every Quins fan now just goes, "Oh,
I know, Murray.
oh,
But this time
got
we
it."
didn't exactly come back, did we?
No, you choked this week.
Yeah, you had a bit of a mare of a first half. No points.
Bill
Wow.
Merritt, our first points came in the 67th minute.
Yep.
Oh my God,
It was
took you
that.
a while.
Murley with the try.
Murley got 2 tries. And again, if I had fantasy this year on Rugby Magazine, RIP, I'd be absolutely balling with Caden Murley on the wing.
This is the 3rd week. He's
It says it every week.
Listen,
If you have watched the 2 Props 1 Pod special and you're doing a counter of how many times Harv said the word Skaz or Scarrett or Emily, do that. Add this to your tally as well. Every time he mentions fantasy rugby, RIP Rugby
You get a
Magazine.
pound every time he goes.
listen. It was the absolute highlight of my year last year, getting to do fantasy Premiership rugby. But obviously, it's gone now. No, listen. Caden Murley has kind of cemented himself now as, I'd say, one of the best wingers in the Prem. He's scoring tries upon tries upon tries upon tries. One person I will mention on the Leicester side, Anthony Watson.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah, he's turning out to be
an incredible player, and that intercept try was incredible.
dirty. He's a big signing for Leicester. Yeah, fair play to him.
Exactly. I mean, Leicester have been well recruiting this year, and they haven't quite been able to show off what they can give this year. But I think today was a really good opportunity for them.
I will say it.
Fair play to them against a very good team like Harlequins.
The thing is,
It
this is now Tigers' last game for 3 weeks.
Yep.
Because they were meant to play Worcester, they were meant to have a bye, and then they were meant to play Wasps.
It was.
Just enjoy your time off, boys. Jesus.
I mean, this is something that came up during the week. There were a lot of things that came up during the week, but this is one of them. It's a bit stupid. I thought there'd be at least a few refixtured schedules, but it doesn't seem so.
No, they're just kind of leaving it. But
It's a bit all up in the air.
I'm just kind of looking at it now. So, obviously, they're not in it next week, which is round 8. They don't play again till round 10, which is the 11th of November.
Christ on a bike. That is awful.
Pretty much a month away then for them without any
Basically, yeah.
any games. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Leicester, enjoy your time off.
I hear Dubai's nice this time of year. So you look at
Yeah,
players.
I mean, the players are probably going to be about 3 week holidays. So
Enjoy yourself.
enjoy yourself. And for those of you in the England camp, also enjoy yourself. Anyway, let's not fret. Shall we go on to predictions?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not?
Right. 5 games next week. On the Friday night, we've got London Irish hosting Gloucester.
That's a juicy game.
Yeah, that is a juicy game.
It will be juicy, but I'm going to say Gloucester by 8.
I see where you're going with this, and I'm going to go Gloucester by 10.
Oh,
I think they're very confident. Also, can we talk about the shithouse levels and the IQ level of Lewis Rees-Zammit this week?
Oh, I saw that, the cheeky little bugger.
If you didn't know, Bristol Bears were like inches away from getting a try. Lewis Rees-Zammit wasn't going to get the lad, and just like kind of netball, volleyball punched
Just
the
through his arms.
through his arms as a knock on. Gloucester win the game. Hey!
Since when did wingers become such shithouses? Eh?
all the time.
But anyway, yeah.
We'll get more into that later, though. Proper shithouse winners.
Just to make it a bit of a difference, I'm going to give it to Irish by 5 points.
Fair enough. Right, so we move on to Saturday where Bath host Northampton.
Come on, they're bound to get a win, sure. They're not. Saints are going to win by about 12, but
I don't know.
Bath are overdue a win.
But Bath have the superhuman known as Ori Lawrence now, so.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that, but what a game he had. Can we just, just tip our hats to him?
Yeah.
Bath versus Saints. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be Saints. I think it's going to be Saints by 10 points.
For me, I want to choose Bath as much as possible.
We all want to choose Bath.
I want to go Bath. I'm going to go Saints by 4. Just make it a bit spicy because we talked about these one-score games. Anyway, a monumental clash.
Oh my God.
Chiefs and Saracens.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so fucking.
Well, I mean, it probably would have been monumental if Chiefs were any good, but
we won our game this week. I know it was a friendly, but we still won. You didn't. Shush.
But it was against Bristol, Murray.
We were playing Leicester. You're playing Bristol's B
We
team.
beat Leicester and Quins. Just remember.
Yeah, with a first try.
Did we win? Did we win? Yes, we did. You did not. That's all that matters. But yeah, Chiefs are going to beat Saracens because my rule kind of falls all into one place this game. Back your team and never back Saracens. So, fucking happy days.
I think Sarries... Oh, go on, Carv. You go first.
No, you know what? I want to put you first before Murray.
Age before beauty.
What the fuck?
I think Sarries are due a loss, so I'm going to go with Chiefs, and I'm going to go with Chiefs. You're going to laugh because I say it all the time, by 3 points. I'm a realist. I am going to go Sarries by 5.
Okay.
Now, I said there was 5 fixtures. There's probably only going to be 4 fixtures since Leicester Tigers versus Wasps was supposed to be scheduled. So let's move on to the Sunday where we've got Sale Sharks hosting the mighty Quins.
Harvey, I am begging you, please fucking beat Sale.
I wish we do. However, we do need to realise that Sale are 8 from 8 this season.
You are not backing another team that's not your team for the second
time. I'm not backing another team. I'm just
saying, this is the second time he's done this.
Quins are going to win by 6.
Okay. No, they're not, because Sale are going to win, because they have been on a bit of a rampage this season. Sale are going to win by 12.
Nah. Every streak must come to an end.
But just not Sale Sharks winning streak. I'm liking them. I know you guys hate them, but I'll play devil's advocate.
It's not even on field that we have an issue with. It's a backroom staff problem we have with Sale. So.
Yeah, maybe it's just a Sharks bias. I don't know.
A bit.
But anywho's
URC, Har's favourite league.
Anyway, let's move on to URC, which, you know what? For the first time this season, sorry, I didn't watch any URC.
It was, to be honest,
actually, it didn't this much this week.
It was a decent one.
It surprises you, but I'll quickly glance over a couple of scores. First of all, the most boring Friday night you could ever imagine with Leicester 10, Connacht 0, and Stormers and Ospreys drawing 16-0.
Now that was the worst game.
Now, you know what? What a bloody brilliant Friday night we had. Anyway, we move on to the Saturday with 6 games.
Yes.
Ulster beating the Lions 39-37.
Best game of the round.
Sharks beat Glasgow 40-12. Edinburgh beat Benetton 53-8. Cardiff beat Dragons 31-14. Munster beat the Bulls 31-17. Oof. And Scarlets beat Zebre 36-12.
Ouch.
Now, I'll pick out a couple games. There's a couple I want to talk about briefly. First of all, since you were there, Murray, Edinburgh versus Benetton.
It was so good. I had no time to even catch my breath from the previous try. 9 tries the boys put down.
Two I want to talk about is obviously the return of the man, Duhan van der Merwe.
Duhan van der Merwe. Now, I messaged Cam this, and you could take it however you want, and it's just weird and factual. He played the full 80, ran like he'd never ran before, and I met him after the game, and he smelled phenomenal. I don't know how.
What?
I don't know how he does it, but his hair wasn't out of place. Smelled phenomenal. Like he was ready to hit the town straight after kickoff. And welcome back, Dewey. What a try. I mean,
A couple tries.
Double try, yeah. Just ran right through them. You could see it in the first half. I was texting Cam, like, he's going to score. Don't know when, but he will. Darcy Graham, 8 tries in 5 games. Somebody else said he's the Erling Haaland of the URC. I love that.
No.
And Boss scored as well. So there's your back 3. 5 tries from the back 3.
Yeah, we have been saying how dangerous that Edinburgh back 3 is now.
I mean, I saw a Rugby Pass feature on it. If we're talking about Boff, Darcy Graham, and Duhan van der Merwe, these are 3 internationals, 3 very good internationals. I think they're maybe on for something.
Potentially looking, I'm not going to say the best, but potentially the best back 3 right now in the URC.
Or in club rugby at all. You know what?
Well, yeah, that could be argued as well.
It could be in club rugby at all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Years.
Just
But anyway, we'll swiftly move on before Murray.
No, you're fine. I said it all. Oh, just shout out to Dewey. He spoke to every person after the game, took pictures, signed everything. You could tell he was home, and it was just nice to see. So, yeah.
Anyway, we'll quickly move on. Munster versus Bulls. This is a bit unexpected, seeing as Munster have had a bit of a woe this season, and Bulls obviously being last year's runner-ups.
Bulls can't tour.
Yeah, they can't tour.
No, they can't. I mean, I will mention the man Joey Carberry.
Very good performance.
He's a phenomenal player. I mean, I don't know whether this is just me simping over him, but after Sexton's gone, I think the 10 shirts is in the Ireland camp.
I feel like it's going to be somebody that we've not even heard of yet. I don't know why.
I don't know. I reckon Andy Farrell. He's already given Carberry a bit of Six Nations time, but I reckon it will be Carberry.
No, of course, and I mean it was a bit of a shock result, seeing as Munster they haven't lit up the world this year. I mean,
was it a shock result after that dismal performance against Glasgow? Like, to be fair, I thought the Bulls were going to bounce back, but little did I know they could perform even worse than they did against Glasgow Warriors.
No, I mean, Munster now sit 10th and Bulls now sit 6th.
Yes, strange one.
Yeah.
I'd say
the URC is just strange. I mean,
it is strange, but it was nice to see Munster get a win, I will say.
Anyway, well, should we quickly move on to next week?
Yeah.
Next week's fixtures. So Friday night we've got 2 games. We've got Benetton hosting the Bulls.
Rainbow Cup final.
Rainbow Cup final.
And you know what? It's gonna happen again.
I think it is.
Probably, yeah.
You know what?
Quality at home.
I've literally got the head-to-head right here from the Rainbow Cup final.
What now?
It is going to be 38 Benetton, 8 Bulls. It is going to be the exact replica.
Oh God, I don't think it's going to be like that.
Bad.
No, I'm going to say it's by however much the margin was there, because I just believe in the boys, the Italian boys.
I'm going to back the greatest team ever in the world by giving them a 12-point victory. Just how dismal the Bulls have been.
I think this might actually be a shit game. Not on paper. It screams entertainment.
Just in general.
Benetton,
a bit like the Leinster Connacht game.
Yeah, Benetton were woeful against Edinburgh, and Bulls just don't tour well. Benetton by 3, and we'll just be yawning our heads off at it.
Anyway, we're going to go next to the Galway Sports Ground for Connacht versus Scarlets.
Connacht. Gotta be Connacht. Connacht by 8.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. No,
Only
rugby.
because Scarlets have been a bit of an Achilles heel for Connacht in recent years anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
I haven't seen a Connacht win over Scarlets for quite some time. So I'm actually going to go Scarlets by 4.
I'm going to give it to Scarlets. And for some reason, I'm seeing a big victory for the Scarlets. I'm going to give it to Scarlets by 17.
Oh my God.
Just because I think, like I've said before, they can score tries from anywhere. They're just that type of team. And I think against Connacht, it might come right for them.
Anyway, let's move on to the Saturday. We have got, first of all, Zebre hosting Edinburgh. Murray's opinion does not count here because he will just back his.
Fuck off. We hear your shit for Quince. Sorry, you don't have a URC team, so. Edinburgh by 12.
Zebre has been quality at home this season, so I'm going to give him a bit of benefit of doubt. I'm going to say Edinburgh by 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go Edinburgh by 4. Zebre have been class at home, but they don't win. That's the problem.
The Arthur stop turning because the boys have just helped me and back Edinburgh. So
Right. Anyway, Lions are hosting Glasgow.
Lions.
Man,
Fuck Glasgow.
I am in love with the Lions this season. They've taken the Stormers' spot as my second favourite team. They're going to do the double over Glasgow and beat them by 15 points.
Yeah, Lions by 12 for me.
Lions by 14, yeah.
Next, we have the Sharks hosting Ulster.
Come on, Sharkies!
Sharks by 8. I don't think it's going to be a thumping, but I think they'll still keep the Shark Tanks hard to win in.
I'm going to say, if we start the boys on the bench that we had this week, Sharks by 12.
I'm going to go Sharks by 9.
Ooh.
I'm not sure about Ulster's touring, but I'm
They
going to...
struggled against the Lions.
That's what I think, but I think against the Sharks, I don't know. Ulster are a class team, but I will...
We don't like Ulster. That's the bottom line.
No, I don't like Ulster, but I will I have to. Anyway, next. The URC's answer to El Clasico. We have Leinster versus Munster.
Oh, Leinster all
Very
day.
well put, man. I like that.
Leinster all day.
It's gonna be Leinster by about 18. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say
love
Leinster by
Munster.
20.
Munster are my favourite team in the URC. However, they have been diabolical this year.
Really bad.
So I'm Leinster by 18. I'm sorry.
I'm ready for the biggest margin I think I've put out on this season.
Oh my word!
Oh dear.
I'm going Leinster by 35. They're going to absolutely blitz. There is no. They're at the Aviva. They just take it up that notch a little bit more.
You've taken it too far. You're killing the RCP. You've taken it too far.
I'm not.
Anyway, well, let's quickly move on to Saturday night. We are hosting the Stormers.
Cardiff host the Stormers. I'm going to give it to the Stormers by 5 points. They didn't really impress against Ospreys. So.
I'm going to say Cardiff by 3. Cardiff by 3. I'm not sure if Stormers will be a good touring team, but
give the Stormers their first defeat in 16 games.
I am, and it's going to be at the hands of Cardiff.
I'm
going to overtake Benetton as the best team.
I could back that.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cardiff. I think Cardiff might sneak a win.
Anyway, let's move on to Sunday. Welsh
game.
Dragons versus Ospreys.
Ospreys all day, every day of the week.
I think it's going to be the most awful game we've ever seen.
Yeah. Actually, no, I failed to see. Dragons are at home. So
does that change anything?
Yeah, I think it does because they've been decent at home.
You know what? It's going to be a draw.
Not another one.
It's going to be a draw.
Get in the bin.
Ospreys are the new London Irish. They're going to draw every week.
For the sake of not going with the draw, I'll give it.
Draws.
For the sake
I
of
don't-
avoiding the
It
draw,
might
I'll
be
give
an entertaining draw. It might be like 38-38.
No, it won't though, will it?
No, it won't. I
I'll
mean,
give
it's
it to
going
Dragons by
You don't even
2
mean that.
it's going to be about 9-9. But anyway,
Woo!
I give it to Dragons by 2 points.
Murray.
I don't care.
He does.
I
We
genuinely,
really do.
it's one of them games. I'm reading it and I'm like, I couldn't care less.
I tell you what, any Welsh viewers hate us. They hate us with a burning
Murray,
passion.
would you like to give a prediction? It's okay if you say no.
Ospreys by 6. There you go.
Okay,
Fair enough. Anyway, let's move on to a little bit more of rugby. Obviously, this week we had a new instalment of the World Cup in New Zealand. 6 results. I'm not going to gloss over them much because obviously we will have a 2 props 1 pod episode on this in detail. However, Australia beat Scotland by 2 points, 14-12. USA beat Japan 30-17. England won Le Crunch against France 13-7. Then on the Sunday morning, this morning, Canada beat Italy 22-12. New Zealand thumped Wales 56-12, and Fiji beat South Africa 21-17.
What a game that was as well.
Unlucky for the girls. Really unlucky for the girls there.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm in the same boat as Cam for that. The Scotland, so much difference compared to last week. We're actually controlling the game, and I'm not using it as an excuse. Australia won, fine, but the ref and decisions getting made from the officiating, fuck off. It's that bad. Our lovely Gemma, who doesn't come after referees, was not pleased.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. If it annoys Gemma, it must be bad. So,
But anyway, from one World Cup to another, the Rugby League World Cup kicked off this weekend with England versus Samoa. Samoa coming in as one of the favourites. However, England hammered them 60-6. Dom Young with an incredible performance in his first few caps for England, and Jack Wellesby taking home man of the match. What an incredible player he is, and it's just time to show the world how incredible he is. Australia beat Fiji 42-8. Italy beat Scotland 28-4. Ireland beat Jamaica 48-2. And this game's still going on. It's in the 69th minute. New Zealand are beating Lebanon 34-12. The Rugby League World Cup is obviously meant to be absolutely incredible. We have got men's, women's, and wheelchair all on at the same time.
I like that.
Go and support your nation. It is going to be incredibly vital. Please watch any BBC broadcast about it. Go support your men's, your women's, your wheelchair team. It doesn't matter who. We're all here as one. 3 World Cups in 1 year. And it's going to be an absolutely incredible blast. But anyway, I think that's for the most part.
I think that's pretty much
anything else.
That's the rugby that happened.
Yes.
That is the rugby that happened.
Yes, and we've got an interview. Always, because we've always got interviews. Femi Sofalaran, I suppose I better say former Scotland Sevens, has just come out because they're not a team anymore. Scotland Sevens no longer exists because they've all came together, which nobody likes. Go and read that interview, listen to the interview, because it doesn't sit well with anyone involved from the sounds of it, but World Rugby get their say. And yeah, great lad. Very driven career-wise, and it's great to see because not many people have options or looks at other options if something doesn't go right, and Femi's definitely got his eyes open and peeled on a number of competitions. So give that a watch. And coming out next week, Exeter Chiefs legend, Harv's friend, my friend, He doesn't know Cam, but I'm sure he'll like Cam anyway. Don Armand, yeah, great lad, love that. And that's pretty
But
much.
anyway, look forward to those interviews. However, we are the Rugby Connection podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Remember to follow us on all socials, on Instagram, Twitter. We have a TikTok. We have a LinkedIn now. Follow us on everything. And obviously, please follow us all personally. Follow Cam, follow Murray, follow me, follow Gemma, and follow Anya. We all have TikTok and we all have Instagram. Please do show your support on there. And if you did like this video / episode, please like and subscribe to our YouTube, turn the notifications bell on, just so you don't miss us, because we should be your favorite podcast.
We should be. We really should be.
And if you're listening on Spotify, please do follow us, just so you know when the next episode is out. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you next week with even more rugby action, and we thank you, and we will see you next week.